Hey everybody, welcome to your June 2022 astrological forecast. Keep in mind that this is just a general reading. However, if you would like to have something more specific like your own chart done, there's a link below in the description box to my website where you can check out my services. There's also a link to something called Ask Me a Question, which is for people who only want to know maybe one or two things about their chart. So there's a link below to that too. I would like to take this opportunity to thank my subscribers again for their continued support. And if you're new to my channel and you like this video, please like and share it. It really helps my channel to grow, along with subscribing, and click on the little notification bell and you'll be notified each time I upload something. Okay, and also check out my weekly forecasts. Hi Virgo, welcome to your June 2022 astrological forecast. So the sun is in Gemini in your 10th house of your career, your social and professional status, how you're known by reputation for both areas of your life. This is like your most public house, the 10th house, okay? The cusp of the 10th house is called the midheaven, so this is where the midheaven is. Having the sun here means that like you're in the public eye right now. Even if you don't have any kind of like position that puts you there, people are still like wondering about you. If they're not like discussing you, let's say like on social media or something, people are at least wondering, you know, where you've been, what are you up to, what are you doing now, things like that. Venus will be here from the 22nd on, moves into Gemini on the 22nd. It will still be in Taurus, okay, in your 9th house up until like the 21st. But the sun will be in Gemini up until the 21st, and Mercury moves back into Gemini in direct motion. Okay, the month starts off with Mercury and still in retrograde motion in Taurus, but it turns direct on the 3rd and then moves forward back into, or forward into Gemini again. So you're going between your 9th and 10th house here. There could have been something as far as like back to your 9th house. Maybe you were learning for a new position that you want, or maybe it's not a new position. Maybe it's just a class or something or other that you had to take, and you know, like like how nurses and whatever still, you know, to keep current with everything, they still have to take all these classes or tests even. So it could be something like that, or maybe there was just something that you always wanted to know and learn, and you did that. And this is to better your position or your chances at a better position in your career, or even just like socially, okay? Your like public recognition, possibly. In fact, something like that could even be going on right now. You know, if you do something that you're in the public eye, people are wondering where you are. What are you doing? Inquiring minds want to know. Okay. Well, there's a full moon. Okay, full moon on the 14th in Sagittarius in your 4th house. It's directly across from your 10th house of Gemini. And your 4th house is your house of your home and your family. It's where you physically live, okay, and the people you live with. It's also the property surrounding your home. It's your past and your childhood, and it's your personal life. So there's something possibly that could be going on at home. Could be like a little minor crisis, you know, with your home or with your family, at your home itself, that you have to put work or whatever on the back burner for like a day or so, you know, in order to take care of it, which isn't like a very big deal. You know what I mean? You may have to call off work or not make an appearance if you were supposed to appear somewhere publicly, possibly, or attend some kind of like public event, you know, that's like a social kind of thing. You might not be able to make it because of something that's going on at home. So it's not like, I don't feel the full moon in the 4th house is a very big deal, because I believe your personal life or your family is far more important than any position you could have, any career, okay? So anyways, the sun moves into Cancer on the 21st, and there's a new moon in Cancer on the 28th. So where you have Cancer in your chart is your 11th house of your friends and associates, acquaintances. It's where you would normally go to hang out, your gang or group of friends, any kind of organization that you belong to. It's also the house of dreams, hopes, and wishes. So this could be, every year around this time, you could feel like getting out, wanting to go see your friends. A lot of times because it is summer, there's more going on, obviously, especially with COVID being somewhat not really under control, but controllable enough for people to still go out and mingle among one another again. But to go see like live shows or even an outdoor show, so I would have to say that maybe you're in the mood to do something like that right now, or even just see your friends, or go to a place where you would normally go because you haven't lately. Maybe you haven't been able to go out. But the 11th house too is also social media, so you don't even have to go out. A lot of people socialize online, through their social media accounts. Okay, so you could even meet a lot of new people now at that time. But if you go out in person, you more than likely will, I don't know, possibly even run into an old friend. With this new moon occurring here on the 11th, a lot of businesses closed down because of COVID, and they never reopened. But some did, and some are still. So maybe you're going to go to some new place that, you and your friends would like to see. It's going to become your new place, your new hangout, possibly, or your new thing to do, okay? You could, though, join an organization at this time, though, too, because when you have planets in your 10th house of your reputation, people could have possibly been courting you, okay? Especially when Venus moves here on the 22nd. Venus in the 10th house is almost like having Venus in your first house or Venus in your own sign. Because you can do no wrong, okay? People just think you're wonderful. They usually comment more, though, on your appearance, okay? Whatever, what you're wearing, what you look like, you're gorgeous or you're beautiful or you're this or that, okay? When Venus moves here, expect like even a little bit more attention, but it's kind of personal. It's not necessarily business or career related. People, I don't know, people want to know who you're dating. Like it's any of their business, but you know what I mean? So someone, or an organization that maybe you would like to belong to, maybe you were just curious, they could be courting you, though, to come and join their group, okay? And it does have a lot to do with those planets being in your 10th house. Okay, especially when Venus is there. Let's see here. Okay, well, Saturn turns retrograde on the 4th. Saturn is in Aquarius in your 6th house, okay, of the kind of work that you do, the workplace, co-workers, the very building or whatever that you work in. It's also your house of health, your house of service. Let's see, what else? Well, having Saturn here, period, just means that more than likely somebody you work with, you could have even gotten a new person in your company that is like very, they're a real pain in the ass. In fact, you're not the only person that doesn't like them. Pretty much everybody doesn't like them. And this could even be like a new boss, or it could be some new stupid policy that your company has, I don't know, tried to get everybody to adhere to. Nobody's doing it, anything. Your job has become like a burden of some kind. Okay, so it's almost like it's not a job then, right? You should be able to just go to work, do your job, and get paid, right? But something has happened where it could even be like, related to COVID or something like that, where it's probably not worth risking your life, you know, or to even stay with this company or work with these people, or maybe your company doesn't take any kind of precautions. They don't care. They just want the work done, you know, stuff like that. Because the sixth house is your house of your health, so you really have to watch what. Who is it? I think I have a cat coming in. Well, anyway, so you have, you know, you have to keep an eye on your health, so you're not going to go to or do anything that's going to hurt it, right? But an old ailment that you had could come back at this time with this planet retrograde, that you thought maybe, you know, it went away on its own, or it could come back. And but the thing is you may discover or put two and two together and figure out what it was that, how you got this ailment, what you do to, like, make it worse or make it better. You know what I mean? And then you could figure out, like, what to do from then on, or even what doctor to go to if you feel you need to see a doctor. Also, though, too, this is the house of service, okay? What that means is, you know, it's like someone you know, it could be family even, needs a favor. They really need something done. They need help. So they ask you, and they agree to do something for you in return. So it's like a 50-50 thing where you both benefit from the arrangement, okay? Well, if you have been over the past, let's say, 2 years in some kind of an arrangement like this, you're done. You know, like, you're tired. You don't want to do this anymore. Excuse me. It's more trouble than it's worth, and it's might not even be what you agreed to. You know, maybe whomever just keeps taking advantage of you and just keeps laying it on, loading you down with more stuff. Okay, so that's just like a thought. Just keep that in mind. It's time to end it. Now it's time to end it. Okay, Neptune is also going retrograde on the 28th in Pisces. And where you have Pisces in your chart is your 7th house. It's directly across from your 1st house, because Pisces is, excuse me, your opposite sign. Oh boy. Sorry about that. So, you know, having this planet here to begin with, 7th house is your house of close relationships with a business partner, a romantic partner, or a friend. This is also the house of open enemies and competitors. This is the house of contracts and agreements, and even getting things like in writing, okay? This is a house of lawyers, too, or specialists, you know, like consulting a specialist. So all of these people that I just mentioned could have misled you in some way or other, or pulled the wool over your eyes, or just outright lied to you. Because that's what Neptune does. It makes everything foggy. It's like you could feel that you know something's wrong, but you can't put your finger on it. When you're dealing with this person, you know that there's something shady about them, or that they're lying to you, or they're not lying to you, they're just not telling you everything. So they're leaving things out, okay? So when this planet turns retrograde, it's almost like you're doing a review in your mind of what one of these people, or all of them, have said to you, or whatever it is, any kind of action that they've taken. Okay, you're reviewing it, and you're like getting down to the bottom of it. Let's put it that way. You're asking for more information, more clarity. Okay, so you know, just be careful. It's a time where I wouldn't sign anything if I were you. You know, especially if somebody was in a hurry and doesn't give you time to review it. Take it home with you to read it at leisure, not one of this zipping right through to see what you're going to put your signature on. You know what I mean? So it's probably a good idea not to get involved in any kind of permanent arrangement or agreement at this time. Okay? So the best time to do something each month is when the moon is in your own sign. Let's see here, I just want to look real quickly. Okay. Well, okay, so, and the moon is in Virgo on the 6th, 7th, and 8th. And the best time to lay low is when the moon is in your opposite sign, and your opposite sign is Pisces. And those dates are the 18th, 19th, and 20th. The best time for romance, recreation, creativity, fun, any kind of gambling or speculation, and anything to do with children is the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 14th, 15th, 16th, 28th, 29th, and 30th. The best time for money is the 8th, 9th, 10th, 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. The best time for your career is the 25th, 26th, and 27th. And the best time for communication and travel is the 10th, 11th, 12th, 23rd, 24th, and 25th. So I hope you enjoyed your forecast for June. Be sure to check out my weekly forecasts, and I'll see you then.